Hey everyone, so excuse the paleness and the crazy hair. I have been taking care of sick kids and haven't had enough time to take care of myself, which I don't mind. But I do love posting YouTube videos, whether I get haters or not, as long as I still have people that love my videos. That's all I do it for. To inspire people. There's a few things I want to say. There was a girl that stated that I said that I was an esthetician, and I was confused, and I thought I said it on my last YouTube video. She pointed out that I said it on one of my first Instagram videos, and what I wrote underneath that was I worded it wrong. I barely even remember posting that, so I'm not trying to lie to anybody, because I have been saying I'm not licensed. So I deleted the video because I did say I was licensed, but I do have my certificate for completing the 500-hour course. Didn't go to board because of my high-risk pregnancy, which you can see in my other video. So I'm gonna search my whole house to show you my certificate, even though I'm not licensed and it probably doesn't mean much to you guys. This girl is pretty much saying that that's like her saying she's a lawyer but she didn't pass the bar. That's a very silly comparison. Also, she said I need to learn how to pronounce the products I am recommending. That's very rude. I've come across many tutorials where people couldn't pronounce the long words or the ingredients or small things. As long as you show the product and you tell them what it does, that's all that matters. And I can't even think of the word. I right off the bat said I don't know how to pronounce this, so this is what I'm gonna say. So she was just very rude. Another thing is I said that my channel is only going to be about beauty, but I left out a huge thing, and I'm also going to add in mental illness, because that's a huge part of my life. I suffer from depersonalization, derealization, borderline personality, depression, anxiety. So, if that is something that affects you, you should subscribe to my channel, because I will talk about that a lot. So this video is going to be on the depression part. I started getting depressed when I was I don't know, I think once I got in junior high, maybe before that, when I was in elementary school, I didn't have a lot of friends, and so I was just more shy, so I didn't really understand depression until I hit junior high, where I felt like I didn't want to, somebody's gonna walk in, I didn't want to take it anymore. I'm not gonna use the word, but you know what I'm talking about. That's why I started breaking out really bad. I wasn't considered pretty. I was going through my awkward phase. So that went on for a while. I never self-harmed or anything. I skipped a lot of school, pretending I was sick. High school is when my popularity grew. I experimented with things a lot. I was considered, I got a lot more attention. So, I tried something that, here comes somebody, that induced a panic attack. Really, really bad panic attack. And I was 17. So that's when my panic attack started to happen. So ever since then, I don't have panic every day, but that's what triggered my anxiety. Then I got pregnant at 18. I've accidentally said 19 in other videos, but I got pregnant at 18, had my girls at 19. That's when postpartum kicked my ass. I couldn't take care of my kids on my own. I had to sleep with my mom at night. It was awful. Went to medical assisting school finally once I kind of broke out of that and got independent. But I was also very highly addicted to pain meds because I've had surgeries. So I realized I had a problem and I got off of them. So I went straight from that to an antidepressant to Adderall because my doctor thought it was like I had ADD. So the first few days were fine, and by the third night I had probably the worst panic attack, worse than the one I was speaking of before. I was getting zapping down my head. I felt like I was on fire. I had to call 911. Something in my brain changed. I know panic attacks, that was beyond. That was like, I didn't know if I was having a seizure. And the next day I woke up, nothing was real. It's like I was watching a movie. My daughter's faces weren't clear to me. I've read before with depersonalization is that you can see the smallest seam in somebody's sweatshirt, yet everything seems unreal. It's almost like, people describe it as coming down off acid or a really bad high. When you zone out for a few seconds, it's like that 24/7. You're just kind of floating around. That's your brain kind of like defending itself from panic attacks. So I guess my brain went into shock mode, and even though depersonalization feels horrible, your brain thinks it's protecting itself. I've had it for 2 years now, and I definitely have suffered very, 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 very bad when it first happened. And I've conquered a lot. I really have. So I just wanted to tell you some things that have helped me with that. The number one thing is God. If you're religious, if you're not religious, just anything that you can say is a higher power. I've learned a lot about that in AA meetings. That you can be an atheist, you can be a Catholic, you could be a Christian, you could be a Muslim, you could be Jewish. You don't really have to be in an organized religion. I just think that having that higher power has gotten me through the most. Saying I'm giving this to you, I can't do it kind of thing. So if you don't have that higher power, I really suggest you sit there and you say to whoever it is, I don't know who you are, what you are, where you are, but help me. And I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist or counselor. It's just I think that is a good thing to do. Books that helped me a lot. I don't know where it is. Oh, I put it under my pillow. That's how bad it is sometimes. I slept with this under my pillow because I'm going through a really hard time. It's Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. Somebody's gonna come in any second. I keep saying that. We'll read today's. Today is the 2nd. Relax in my healing presence. As you spend time with me, your thoughts tend to jump ahead to today's plans and problems. Bring your mind back to me for refreshment and renewal. Let the light of my presence soak into you as you focus your thoughts on me. Thus I equipped you to face whatever the day brings. The sacrifice of time places me and strengthens you. Do not skimp out on our time together. Resist the clamor of tasks of waiting to be done. You have chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from you. And that is Psalm 105:4 and Luke 10:39 through 42. Like I said, you don't need to be a Christian, but if you are a Christian, I recommend this. Also, I just bought a book. It's actually right behind my phone. I really suggest looking up on Instagram under depersonalization, connecting with people that have it. That's really helped me a lot. Demi Lovato is really I really look up to her, and I found this book called Staying Strong. And I mean, I'm not comparing it at all to anything like this, but it's a devotional where it's every day. It kind of tells you a goal, what to do. Because Demi Lovato is bipolar. She's had eating disorders, so I have never had an eating disorder, but I relate to her a lot. And I think it's this side, but I have Stay Strong tattooed on me, and never knew about Demi Lovato when I got that done. So also supplements that helped me are vitamin B, vitamin D, and I'll say again, I can't pronounce this right, but ginkgo biloba, vitamin E. I really suggest getting a multivitamin and fish oil. But if you are really depressed and you haven't talked to anybody, really, really go to a doctor. I mean, don't just take this advice from me. I'm just someone to share with that understands. But if you are feeling to that point, or you can't take it anymore, call 911 or see a psychiatrist, because you are special and you're beautiful, and I just want you to know that, and I want to inspire. And so if you need to talk to me, I'm very open. I don't work. I do have twins, but my Instagram account is beautiful pain is strength, and there's no spaces, just all together. And then you could subscribe and comment below, and yeah, so that's really my journey with all of that. And so I have two different YouTube accounts. I don't know how that happened. So one is Brittany Ravan, BrittneyRav, like Victor AN. The other one is Beatles Girl 219. So yeah, subscribe, and please no hateful comments, because that's not what I stand for, and I don't like bullying. So alright.